Hi, pipe smokers. This is Paul Gilson on the YouTube channel Paul Gilson, aka Paul the Pipe Guy. And it's Thursday. Yeah, the 9th of June. According to my Pipes and Cigars calendar hanging on my fridge. And it is 11 o'clock p.m. sharp Eastern Standard Time. We have 57 degrees outside in the downtown Rochester metro area. And yeah, I've had to ponder on some things. Wasn't too happy with the class of videos that I was making. So we're just going to smoke a pipe together. And what I have is this beautiful Savinelli Petite, bowl number 626. Bought this brand new. She's a beautiful blonde. Just like me. Yeah. Except my hair is turning gray now. I got a new haircut. Well, what are you going to do? So in that, I've been jonesing for some Officers Club. East India Trading Company, Officers Club. And I knew I had an open tin, but I couldn't find it, so I just cracked this open. Actually, I purchased this tin on 7/21 of 2021, and I mark everything down, so it's going to go in a Ziploc bag, freezer bag, and it says 7/21 of 2021, opened 6/9 of 2022. So, grab your favorite pipe, grab your favorite beverage, grab your favorite blend, and let's smoke together. Yeah. Currently drinking a Bush beer, which I have not had a lot of tonight, but cheers. I've had to reevaluate things. That right there is one of my to-do lists that, I don't know, I'm old school. I don't put them on my phone, but marked them down, checked them off, so I've been a little busy. Let's light something on fire. Yeah. Some Officers Club. Thank you, Mark. By the way, Mark, your giveaway should be there within the next week. A Mr. Bragg pipe. I've had some thoughts on the way things are going in the world. I don't know. It's way different than it used to be, but it is what it is. Now that is good. Yeah. I've been kind of a big mouth about some of the things I don't like, and I don't know. You get it. I'm going to be more quiet and just enjoy my pipe. and my tobacco. I'm going to enjoy the summer, my garden, all the things that I love that never had time to do because I was working too much. It's going to be a summer filled with campfires, garage sales, actually, I have a very diverse background. I have a background in finance, mortgage brokering, sales. I've done just about everything. And 2-3 years ago, I found this school, which is actually certified in the state of New York by New York State Higher Education. And I was looking into going back to college, online college. Then, had a bunch of deaths in the family and so forth. And that kind of went on the back burner. Well, I started to pursue that again because I do want a college degree. Now, I do have college credits, but I don't have a full college degree. And I would be the first in my family, other than the stepfather that adopted me and my brothers and sisters, to obtain such a degree. And the Sunni Empire, they take life experiences. So it's like your first semester, you pay X number of dollars for. You work with a professor online. Take all your life experiences, which I've had many, and they decide how many college credits that's worth. That's my first step. Why do I want a college degree? Because I'd like to make a difference in the educational system, and the youth of America. I've mentored many, many young men over the past 30 years that either didn't have fathers, and some of them still call me dad, and they've all become successful. It's no big strike towards me. I just been around the block once or twice and wanted to give them a little advice, and they were willing to listen. Oh yeah, this Officers Club just tastes so good. Well, it's 11:15. I see my roommate pulling in. He's a great guy. I very rarely see him because we work opposite shifts. He doesn't have any bad habits like I do. But I eat extremely well, very healthy, and I get a ton of exercise, and he has no bad habits, but he eats very horribly and gets no exercise. Yeah. He's a great chap, though. Very good father. By the way, we identify ourselves as both heterosexual, straight. Apparently now there's 6 different identifications for what you call yourself. I don't know. It's messed up. In my brain, there's only 2 identifications. You were either born a man and you identify yourself as a man, or you were born a woman and you identify yourself as a woman. But now we have the government has infiltrated our school system. There's like 6 different gender identifications. That makes me confused. All right, imagine that being taught in our schools to our kids that are going through puberty and all that stuff and wondering, why am I suddenly getting hair in certain places? Why do I feel this way? And then you have the educational system and certain other aspects saying, oh, you can be 6 different things. Which one? Look, I wanted to quit smoking cigarettes. I called up New York State. They offered this, Nicorette gum or whatever the heck it is. They said, well, in order to provide you with this free product, it's under New York State quits, smoking. I want to quit smoking cigarettes. Will you take a 10-minute survey? And it's like, oh, whatever. First thing they asked me, how do you identify yourself? Look, I'm old. I was like, identify myself? I identify myself as Richard Paul Gilson II. No, we're not talking about your name. How do you sexually identify yourself? I was like, what? What does that have to do with quitting cigarettes? Well, it's part of the survey. I was like, all right. What are my choices? By now, most people would have hung up and said, whatever. They said, well, do you identify yourself as being bisexual? I was like, no. Do you identify yourself as being it disgusts me. Do you identify yourself as being, and they went, do you identify yourself as being, transgender? I was like, what is transgender? I don't know. It says, give me more choices. Well, do you identify yourself as being heterosexual and straight? Yes, you got it. I'm heterosexual and straight. Okay, the next question is, what is your ethnicity? And I was like, well, I'm white. I have blonde hair and blue eyes. Well, are you Caucasian, Hispanic, blah, 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 blah. I says, I'm Caucasian. What is your income level? And I'm like, wait a minute. What does this have to do with New York quits? I wanted some nicotine gum to quit smoking cigarettes. Well, you still have to finish the survey. I was like, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Actually, things are very backwards. Yeah. Got there. I identify myself as a Christian white male who is heterosexual and straight. And somehow they made me feel like a minority, which I might possibly be, and you know, I've gone too far. It's sad that our children and Brad the Bearded Piper, I don't want you to comment on this because it could jeopardize your wife's job as a teacher in Pennsylvania. I don't know if you're going through this or not, Brad, but I'm sure that you see it. And our freedom as Christians, I mean, you don't have to be, you can be a drunk Christian, you can be this Christian, I'm going to pause the video. All right, so we're back. So the escapade, and this is New York State. New York State quits. I just wanted, you know, I just went on the website to get some Nicorette gum to quit smoking cigarettes, and they're asking me all these sexual questions and my sexual preference, and so continuing on, Brad the Bearded Piper, don't respond to this. You can through email if you want, but not on this video. That's what they're teaching our kids, man. They're confusing them. You people in other countries, in the UK and all that stuff, are you going through all this stuff? I have a very good friend of mine, and he's 82 years old. I've known him for 40 years. His granddaughter has been sucked in by the educational system. And she identifies as, I don't know, a toaster oven. Who knows? They're messing our kids up, man. It's their agenda. I have a nephew. Him and his wife are teachers in New York State. I was like, at my daughter's wedding, I was like, is that true that you actually have to teach that there's 6 different genders? Yeah. It's like, well, There's two genders. You're either a man or you're a woman. Or you're a man that is confused that we won't even go there. All brought to you through our wonderful educational system to confuse kids even more. Now, I'm not homophobic or anything like that. I figure let God sort them out, but look, if you have those tendencies, I don't know, go for it. I'm not your judge and jury. But don't teach that to my kids. That going through puberty, they're already confused enough and you offer them 6 different options. That ain't right. You know what I say to that? Yeah. I'm not going to say anything to that. All I'm going to say is that my estranged wife and I pulled our 2 youngest kids out of school and sent them to a private school. And these messed up kids that don't know if they're a toaster oven or roadkill will someday be leaders of this country. Oh, God. You have to watch the movie Idiocracy. It's like from 2005. I watched it like a couple weeks ago. It's called Idiocracy. You should watch that movie because it really was made in 2005, but it's kind of... Well, you judge for yourself. Right now I'm sitting home and it's 11:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm enjoying my pipe. And I very rarely go on social media anymore. I found that between making YouTube videos and social media, which is extremely addicting, you go on Facebook and you say something and somebody likes it and they respond and you like their response and then you say something back and then the next thing you know, you've wasted 4 hours of your time. Last 2 weekends, I kind of let my phone sit. Checked it every now and then. It's very alluring, though. It will suck you in. So we got a lot of stuff going on in this world. But right now, I'm enjoying some East India Trading Company Officers Club in my Savinelli Petite Blonde 626. Definitely an all-day smoke. Well, that's what I have to say. You folks in the UK and so forth and around the world that are my subscribers that are very important to me, Is this happening in your country too? Certain people that are trying to destroy like normal morals, trying to confuse our children, trying to destroy our children. No wonder we have so much anger and so forth and violence in the world. Actually, I work with a Negro, which that's what he identifies himself as. If you don't like that, too bad. He says, I am a Negro. He's my age. He works his fanny off with me every day. And he says, you know, they're trying to divide us. He says, you're as white can be. You've got blondish gray hair. It used to be white. It's turning white again. But he says, you have blonde hair and blue eyes and you're white. And I have brown hair. I have brown eyes. And I consider myself a Negro. And we're the same age. He says, I grew up, and he says, the people in charge are trying to divide us. And I said, you're right. I says, I see no color or anything. They're trying to divide us. They would love it if you and I had a fist fight over race. I don't even see what color you are. I just see that you work your ass off and we work together and we get the job done. I don't care if he's pink with purple polka dots. It doesn't matter. You kind of get where I'm going at, right? When they divide us and get us fighting amongst each other, that takes the focus off of what they're really doing. This might be a heavy video for some of you, or maybe a lot of you already understand what I've said. Really didn't mean to go there. I really just meant to smoke my pipe. But this is the way it turned out. Anyways, if you like my channel, subscribe to me. If you like this video, leave whatever comments. You know, I have my values, and I know where I'm at, and I think there's a lot of very confused people here in today's society. And I also think well, I have to keep certain things to myself. Or coming up on 30 minutes. I hope you enjoyed the video and didn't get butthurt. Anyways, I'm Paul the Pipe Guy, live from the outskirts of Rochester, New York. Happy pipe smoking, pipe smokers. Over.